Well, can I just say it's a pleasure to be here in the People's Republic of HESTON West. All right, so as Seema calls it, the centre of the universe. Look, I was keen to come along to say thank you. Seema said to me that some of the volunteers involved are going to be future politicians and future mayors of London. I've come to plead with you. Can you give me 12 more years, though, before you do? Well, I've come to say thank you, because one of the things that Seema's told me is, by the way, how amazing Taz is. He's apparently a genius, so give him a round of applause. But speaking to him and speaking to Seema, and I'm sure Alan would testify to this as well, this only happens because amazing people are willing to give up their time for nothing, because they believe in helping others. And I think one of the things that's remarkable about this part of Hounslow and this part of London is that because of your volunteering, you make this community even better than it is. You enable it to fulfill its potential. One of my heroes, a guy called Muhammad Ali, he once said, the service you give to others is the rent you pay for living on this earth. And I think when I look at the volunteers around here and I see what you're doing, it's remarkable what you're doing. But actually, I'm sure you'll agree, it's rewarding for you, but it's rewarding to see so many young people have their potential fulfilled. Now, Seema's very proud of people who are from Hounslow and have been very successful. So one of the world's finest athletes, arguably Britain's greatest athlete, is from Hounslow, Mr. Mo Farah. Another person who's from Hounslow, one of the world's greatest singers in one of the greatest bands, Freddie Mercury, was from Hounslow. And somebody that's spending a lot of time now trying to save the planet, doing a remarkable job with his nature programs and Blue Planet, also from Hounslow, David Attenborough is from Hounslow. But my message is to the young people, because actually, although Mo Farah, Freddie Mercury, David Attenborough may all be very famous, may all be very well known, I would argue you are bigger heroes than they are. And you are doing remarkable things in this community without being recognised in the media, without becoming, I hope you do though, millionaires like they are, and without becoming famous. Because what you do is demonstrate the best of young people, but also, Alan reminded me, you bring different generations together. Some of the projects I've been told about is bringing older people and young people together, intergenerational friendships. Some of the work you're doing is stopping young people joining criminal gangs and getting involved in criminality. Some of the work you're doing is making sure people who've lived in the same area, who've not known each other, get to become friends and know each other. So I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for all that you do for your community, for this borough, and for our city. The final thing I want to say is this. We often, in the media, see young people demonised, young people portrayed negatively. And Alan, when I was hearing your speech, I was so impressed by what you were saying about the young people who are here tonight. I think all of us can learn from them. All of us can learn from the example they set. So have a great night. I'm looking forward to giving out some awards. I'll try and meet some of you. Can I just make one final point, which is I actually think we've seen over the last week some of the best of humanity. We saw last Friday an awful terror attack in London, and you saw the response from these brave heroes, ordinary Londoners, an amazing response and the best of humanity. Well, actually, you know what? I think in this hall tonight, you're seeing the best of humanity and the best of us, the best Londoners, the best West Londoners, the best people from HESTON West, and I'm really proud to be your mayor. Thank you very much.